Okay, no.
Okay, yeah, that would suck if that were the case.
Alright,
So, oh, go. You're recording now.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
The
The next morning comes with the gentle crackling of the campfire, and a bright sun casting its shimmering gaze across the white blanket of snow which surrounds the entirety of the massive forest which the campsite resides within. It seems as if a light snow has begun to fall across the area.
Lovely.
It's putrid, right? I don't know what color that is, but anyway.
Putrid?
Putrid.
That's a bad white to be.
It's like it just snowed, yellow snow, the entire thing.
So the snow color at this particular point in time is more or less a mix of like slushy brown and kind of light cerulean in occasional places. It's muddy, it's nasty, it's summer Alaska. It's not pleasant.
Nope.
Everybody knows shit's fucked.
Damn.
What?
So, it seems as if your ace is currently absent from the campsite, as a quick check inside of her tent would reveal nothing but vacancy. On the other hand, that delightful individual known as Phaedrus is currently sitting by the fire, more or less screwing around with the stew pot, mixing it up with a large metal spoon.
He promised me the rules of Fae.
If Phaedrus was mom.
The rules of the Fae.
Yeah.
He did.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that'll be written in Frida's book by now, right?
The food within the pot looks more or less like a brown, almost golden tinged soup. It boils and bubbles slowly in time with the flickering of the flame, and it has a delightfully cheesy scent emanating off of it.
Cheese.
Is this fairy food, or where the hell did you get cheese?
Are you asking him?
Yeah.
He kind
Also,
of like...
Hey Phaedrus, where's mom is also in character.
Oh, Hey Phaedrus. Okay, so the first question, he just kind of keeps stirring the pot a little bit before he looks back to you and he says, "Oh, she's out in the snowstorm again."
Okay.
As for this, I got cheese by buying it from the vampires.
The vampires make cheese.
I mean, they have livestock, both living and not.
Okay.
We need to be friends with them.
Livestock, that's definitely something you need.
Hey, could I do my is this the next day?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So
Can I
everybody-
do my daily meditation?
Yes, you may.
I'll wake
Let's
up
do
like
the roll.
yeah. I'll wake up like an hour or two later, sleeping in.
That's
Leaving
sleepy
for work
baby.
without even leaving a note.
What's up? What do you say?
Just Norman just leaving without a note.
Oh.
He's like, what are we supposed to do? Thinks he's gonna, I don't know. I'm sleepy. Out of character.
Yeah, I feel ya. That's why at least my character gets to enjoy sleeping
What
in.
was it, 4 GU?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, there we
yeah,
go.
you got it. So that
Took
would
me an
be
hour and a
an
half.
hour. Oh, hour and a half. Gosh. Okay.
Because each attempt is half an hour.
Yep.
Okay.
What does Mustang do with his early morning?
So there is enough stew within the pot for everybody to take. The Phaedra seems pretty intent on allowing you guys to get a hold of it if you wish.
There's one half.
Why not? You don't turn down good food.
I forget, were we allowed? Is Phaedrus someone we can say thank you to?
Phaedrus is not Fae.
He's
Okay.
dragon. You good.
Frida will thank him.
He'll give you a nod, or he just sort of casually saunters back against one of the logs set beside the campfire.
She's just gonna sit there like on like one of the logs and just like you know that stage when like you're just eating cereal first thing in the morning before something and you're just like still half out of it. Like staring into the void and just eating. That's Frida.
Yep.
That's right. Clarissa will
Yeah.
try to like just sign good morning.
Blinks.
Good morning.
Oh, that's that. She tries to copy whatever that was just was. As I look up like references for Australian Sign Language, because all of my sign language references are for ASL.
She's American, so it's going to be American.
I just imagine.
Oh, that's what I meant to fucking do.
Just imagine for some reason Australian Sign Language is just like American Sign Language, except their signs for cunt and mate.
Okay, so what we learned from back in Prague was there's two sign language dialects, American and global.
Oh, there's global? I know because
It was universal and an American.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's what we learned back in Prague.
Well, fuck. I know we ended up learning ASL in Prague because the deaf character was American.
Yeah.
ASL. Age, sex, location.
Yes. So far, this one's like the best reference that I've found.
Oh?
Good morning is basically this, I think. If it fucking loads ever.
I'm looking at
Say
another one.
goodbye.
It looks like you flicked them off at the end.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Oh my. But, for those of you who eat the food, you will gain a bonus of +1 to your perception, and your food will be sated for the day.
Yay!
Nice.
Nice.
How long is the +1 perception for?
Until a long rest.
Fuck yes.
We're good with exposure, right?
Exposure should be completely sated.
Okay.
We are no longer exposed, guys. Put back your pants on.
Oh my god.
But
If you
yeah,
don't take your pants off in fucking
So,
Alaska,
yeah.
you will die.
Fuzz, just assume it's always American because Clarissa's American.
America.
I don't know why I fucking thought it was Australian Sign Language. There's something in my head like made me think like, oh wait, no, I need to look up a thing for this. I am out of it.
It's okay.
So apologies for having the fucking int character and being like that.
It's fine.
Alright. So I guess wake up after an hour or two later. Just,
Clarissa will also do the good morning and say it out loud.
Crystal will attempt to do whatever the fuck you just did. It's like, good
Is
morning.
also fumbling with it.
Yeah.
Just
We'll just fumble.
Where's like, no, I think you have to do it like that.
Clarissa just does it slowly, like just does the good motion.
You know, like the mimic eating thing where it's like left hand to mouth, right hand to mouth. It's just like kind of like that. It's just
I'm just assuming they're going like "fuck you," and Clarissa's like, "No, it's eating."
God.
Good morning. Flip off.
Frieda's just like doing it with the wrong hand.
There's an attempt to Clarissa appreciates.
I'm gonna write down all the signs that she's so far learned.
Phaedrus will sort of clear his throat when he says, I hate to stir the pot,
You already
But I
stirring the
think-
pot.
but I think that
Thank you for that.
I'm
we
tired.
have a bit of a opportunity in our hands.
Okay.
Opportunity?
About that. Sorry, came back from late night. Whatever.
Out?
Yeah, I went with Faye just to talk with the vampires.
Oh, that's when?
Sits down at a campfire, attempt to get food. Kind of takes a
Clarissa will
slow
Clarissa will
slurp.
Wow, we're all really bad at communication about our plans. All of us.
Clarissa just looks at Frida like, wait, no, hold on, I'm good. I report back. Hold on.
Frida hands
So,
over the book.
you guys want the long version or short version?
Maybe the short verse and then elaborate, so we can kind of get a general idea, like what's going on. Like, is this an important thing, or is it just like a oh this happened thing?
Yeah, we went to talk to them. We told them about the impending doom that would come upon them, and they
Aw.
told us Hey, just kill her for us.
How? Okay. Do we know how we're gonna kill? Okay, we're already gonna kill.
I don't
something.
know. I already told them I don't fight.
Oh boy.
Um,
Does anyone here
It's
know
just-
how to?
Phaedrus,
hit
how do you...
Clarissa literally raises his hand.
Do we have a timer on when we have to kill her?
But I did tell him, like, if we could get her to stop attacking, we might not have to fight. I prefer that over fighting.
How long has she been around here? If we kill her, is something worse just gonna come in
I
and take her
don't...
place?
I don't know the ecosystems. I still haven't even seen the crocodile person.
Oh right. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, I love going into these kind of things without knowing. It's great. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Slurp.
Well,
Slurp.
was I just asked how one fights?
Yes, how do you fight, Phaedrus?
Short answer or long answer?
Elaborate.
Short answer, you get a sharp object or a thing that's pointy and either throw it, shoot it, or stab at them.
Does that work on fairies?
You're like just writes down cold iron question mark.
If you hurt something enough, it will die.
That's
Yeah.
about the gist of it.
That's
No.
important.
The only way to deal with fairies from where I'm from is just to play Depeche Mode.
What?
Don't worry about it. It was a terrible joke.
Yeah, so... we're attempting group to deal with this issue. Otherwise...
Cold iron. Cold iron.
Oh, what exactly is cold iron?
I know.
Shut up, you're meditating.
I'm after an hour and a half.
I'm
just
joking.
Like 2 hours sleeping.
Yeah.
You should be there.
It was. You should be here. Probably silencing herself in rage.
No, she's still meditating at this point.
Oh.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Okay.
Over meditation.
Just sort of clears his throat and he says, iron is unlike steel in that it is pure iron that has had its impurities entirely removed from it naturally.
Okay,
Naturally?
we can't make that.
Just Clarissa will start writing down. Buy it.
Well, as far as I can tell,
Pop by the store, I guess.
all we have for weapons are my axe and jank-ass knife.
Well-
They had mentioned they would be willing to provide 2 men for our cause.
Do they have cold iron? I don't remember.
They seem to have the materials to make such a thing unless they decide to do a hard mode fight.
Hard mode?
Yeah, kind of like hunting a bear with a bow and arrow.
Why would you ever do that? That sounds unpleasant.
Sounds stupid.
They're Norse vampires. They want to do everything for glory.
Oh, okay. Wasn't even a joke. They just do stupid things sometimes. Oh,
I guess it's pretty metal of them.
Clarissa's so confused. How is that metal?
no, it's not metal at all. They're not using cold iron. They're using bow and arrow. I'm making a joke. I'm sorry, Crystal. Are you okay?
We're all a bit tired and confused. It's all good.
We're all on different levels of booting up.
Well then.
Crystal level of brooding hell is currently listening to Joy Division for 24 hours straight.
Oh, jeez.
What is this?
It's just Clarissa, don't mind me.
Aw,
I'm warming up.
eat that coral.
So, Phaedrus will just sort of cross his arms and say, I'll lend some aid if it comes down to it. However, I do expect to see you guys put up a fight. We're gonna do everything.
What do we
Claire
don't
should
have
just
to
lift.
fight?
I mean, it just sounds like a territory dispute for the most part.
Can't,
Like, maybe if they overlap.
and we can't draw lines, right? Because her realm keeps moving.
Yeah, that would be nice. If they just had a clear, hey, I'm gonna be here and you'll be there, and we'll just not, overlap that. Then that would be nice, but I'm guessing that's not how it works. Because magic is magic.
Speaking of which, how do we even find her if her realm keeps moving?
God.
I know she's going to attack the vampires, yes, but where? What time?
Like?
Lake? Yeah, vampires live near a lake.
We said it was near lake.
Oh, so she's just wander around there until we find her?
Shrugs.
Yeah, I mean, it's a plan.
Yeah, wandering out without a goal, bad idea.
Without what?
A goal, bad idea.
I mean, we're
Wait, she
wandering
came
with a
during the storm.
gold.
She came during the storm, so that would be the place to find her. Like, or the time, anyway.
Speaking of which, we need to get ourselves on some heavy coats. It's fucking freezing here.
God, yeah. Maybe some gloves, too, so we can, perform manual tasks without...
If
Being
only we
numb?
could find some cocoa beans. Get some hot cocoa.
Yeah, that's not happening.
I'll be fine with warm water. I'll just pretend there's chocolate in there.
Did someone say chocolate?
No one said
like
chocolate.
2 or
No,
3
I'm joking.
times.
Clarissa will do, like, good morning.
I
as
did
well.
say the word chocolate, but there is no chocolate. There's cheese. We have cheese.
Why do we have
We
cheese?
have cheese?
Yeah, we're eating in the soup. Like, did you not notice?
No, sorry, nerves.
My God.
Phaedrus will point towards the soup you made.
Just kind of stare at it for a few minutes, like, jeez.
They're gonna free, not free. They're gonna G over to like the food.
Yeah, she'll grab a bowl.
Okay. +1 perception. It's a long rest.
Huzzah!
I'm
And
assuming
you're
we
sated.
explained.
Oh,
Like-
sorry?
I'm assuming we explained everything that was all just mentioned to G as well.
Who wants to mention it to G, though? Who's gonna be the first person?
Just, we have the awkward moment looking at each other. Looking at
So
you.
Phaedrus got the cheese from the vampires, and that's the thing. We have had contact with the vampires. It's mentioned there. Frida did it.
Oh.
Frida has no fear.
Yeah, and because of, I'm just going to point at GU, it's either we get on the vampire's bad side, or we deal with their little problem that you caused.
Oh,
Right.
I mean, we could try talking to the Snow Lady again. She seems intelligent.
Shakes her head. Intelligent also means problems.
That's
I don't
true.
like
Looks
the
at
fact that we
you.
have to talk to her. We have to be in her realm.
I mean, if we could get away with this without fighting, it would be nice.
That would be nice, but I do not like being in that realm and talking with her. There's
You
no
call
upper
her
hand.
intelligent, but I don't think she's smart enough to see why that would benefit her.
If it's just a territory dispute, I could see how we could fix that, but I don't. It's magic. It's fucky.
It's not a
It's-
territory dispute, it's actual hatred for the other.
Right? Yeah, that's not something we need to do. They said something about like they'll provide some men for us, maybe some weapons.
Yeah, they're saying 2 dudes with us.
Alright.
And Phaedrus.
So we're gonna let them handle most of the fighting then.
I doubt that.
That's not how that's going to work. Also, let me see.
Excuse me,
I
how many
can
of us are
fight.
warriors?
Clarissa raises his hand.
Phaedrus
That's
just sort of chuckles. And
somehow
says,
not
"If you
surprising."
try hard enough.
I mean, I'm not a twig.
Just does, like, deflects, but, like, feels her arms, like, yeah, nothing.
Frida flexes them swimmer muscles. Muscles.
Clarissa looks, flexes herself.
Looks back. Flexes. Tries to flex harder.
Huh.
Oh wait, no! Frida's got 3, you got 2!
Yeah, no.
But also, Frida has no brawl. Or weaponry.
I will stay out of this conflict, seeing as I am the
Tiny.
only one who has... Well, I'm also the one who's going to keep you alive after you take some blow to the head or stabbed through the arm or something like that.
Yeah, let's not send our doctor for the fight.
Maybe not.
Some wisdom from my world,
You just
so to speak.
keep...
A doctor who can't hold an axe will be stitching up himself more than he'll be stitching up others.
Physician, heal thyself.
Wait, doctors hold axes in your world?
I mean, I don't think there's any... Oh, fuck, headphones going on my fucking ear. God, motherfucking damn.
Frida, no, your ears are coming off.
Sorry, that happens sometimes. I'm back. I think
Don't worry, I have ways to stay out of sight.
Yeah, you're tiny.
Sure.
And if you want to go with some of my riddles, I could try and help you figure out a way to pull that nymph out of her realm.
Riddles?
He gives a nod, looking a bit smug.
Eyebrows.
Smug dragons, great.
It's better than bad dragons.
God damn it.
Smug dragons that'll also provide us
That
cheesy
doesn't
breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Better than smug dragons that will not provide us cheesy breakfast.
There's smug humans too.
You just glares at Clarissa.
No, she's like
Smug humans will not provide you cheesy
Not
breakfast either.
not you, my brother.
Squid.
I wouldn't use smug, just kind of very.
I feel like that was that sass moment?
Just
Like, young lady,
bitch.
excuse me?
It's that exact feeling of, oh god, mom's mad.
Wait, is that smug or is that just glare? I can't tell. It is smug?
the glare slowly moves to
So,
the rest on
if we...
on
Oh, sorry.
Continue just looking back like, well.
If we solve your word riddles, you'll help us, you said?
Oh, well, it's more like I'm gonna be giving you guys some vague instructions for you to figure out yourselves.
Why?
Does it have to
Why
be
is
vague?
everything vague? Is this a dragon thing?
I mean, it's just a me thing. I like being a dick.
Oh.
Oh, great.
Can we get some clear instructions at any point ever? Is there anything I can do to bribe you for clear, concise?
Don't offer a bribe. What the hell?
He's not a fairy.
He's just grinning.
Isn't this the exact thing that you guys got mad at me about?
He's not a fairy. He's just an asshole who gives us cheesy breakfast.
I mean, depending on where he is in the world, he could be considered a fairy.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Wow.
I'm gonna need you guys to be literal with me. I can't tell what's actually fairy and what's not in this point. I wasn't trained in this.
Phaedrus just clear his throat at that, and he says, so, there's a big problem going on. Normally it would be pretty easy to figure out who's, like, a fairy and none. I mean, obviously it's going to be difficult if you're going to be judging if somebody's a fairy based off how much of a dick they are, because then at that point a lot of people would be fairies. But yeah, no, people like me, we come beyond the veil, so to speak, beyond this world. This place in particular has a little bit of a slip. There's a lot of different realities interconnecting, and that snow nymph, well, she's actually Fae. She's domestic, so to speak.
Okay. So, just, I guess, how do we figure out who these fairy rules are going to apply to? And who we can just, you know, say please and thank you to? Does that be nice? Oh, who's this? What's up, dude?
You have vampires who have a lot of experience here, and you have changing breeds right over yonder.
Changing breeds.
Werewolves. Oh my god.
No, it's just I've never heard that word for them.
And to be fair, that was a crocodile. Not a fucking... Sorry, alligator. Out of character play. Not a werewolf. I don't...
If only we were in Australia so we could have were-kangaroos and we could get fucking
Oh, God,
nicely warm in their pouch.
No. Those things will fucking kill you. Have you ever seen a cave?
No, but one that thinks like human might not be bad.
Those things are far from human.
They're marsupials. Of course they are.
I think a common joke that could be said about this entire situation is that shouldn't a were-kangaroo just be your typical Australian anyway?
I'm gonna get a picture of this one.
I can't decide if that was racist or not.
I'm just straight in the gaff, sweating my mum.
That's like
No.
London.
What's up?
That's like a London. That'd be like a were-rat.
Crystal is... Did I ever mention that Crystal never graduated high school?
Good tell.
I could tell.
Oh my god. Jesus fuck. Do you even lift, bro? But yeah, Phaedrus just sort of shakes his head and he'll say, well, I can give you guys 3 sentences to help you try and figure out how to pull her out of her little, pocket of sunshine.
Frida gets to... She pulled out her journal.
So, what's the riddle?
Give me a moment, I have to get my notes up.
Wait, was our exposure set to 0?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all
Yeah.
have 0 exposure.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I figure if you spend the night in the Thames, our exposure is 0 by the morning.
Da, 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 da.
Here we go. Congratulations, Frida, you got this asshole on your journal now.
What a nerd.
Oh wait, I didn't fucking read it. Ignore that. Ignore that. Ignore that. Ignore that.
Yes, everybody knows I got
Alright,
is
you
this?
guys ready?
It's Richard. It
Yeah.
says it right
Yep.
there. I can't read American.
I am fucking running on not a lot of sleep and not a lot of medication. Motherfucker.
Phaedrus just sort of clears his throat before he says, are you guys ready to hear the fun little riddle?
Is it really fun?
Sure.
I mean, that's subjective. I think it's fun.
Yeah, of course you do.
The nymph chases her child. Its blood shines with the sun. To find it is to be free.
Can
So
you write,
we've-
can you post those in the chat so I can copy them?
So
Yes.
we find her actual child. The child in her arm is fake. And she wants to be... She just wants to find her kid? Is that it?
If the riddle is probably a metaphor to hell it back.
Well, I mean, she was carrying a child in her arm. Didn't...
Alright.
His child lunchtime to the sun. It is to be free.
Or
Okay, so
is this gonna be a bit more Norwegian and like we have to like murder a child? Because
Wait.
I'm not murdering a kid.
Is it her child or the child's blood?
It's blood shining in the sun.
Okay, can I roll like a wits and like I don't know, would be a cult or investigation to try to figure out like at least a small clue?
It would be...
Because investigation can be used for puzzles too, if I
Yeah.
remember correctly.
Yeah, it'd be investigation, because there is an insight in this one, and I use insight for, like, hints for puzzles.
What time
Wait,
of
so
day
is
did you encounter the nymph?
Is it intelligence or is it wits?
It was towards the end of the day, and it would be wits.
And
Investigation.
can I
It
apply
was
my
dark out, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
and can I apply the temporary feign knowledge +2 to this?
Yes.
Sweet, using it early.
Thank.
God,
What is this?
motherfucking investigation
This
wits.
is wits investigation to try and get hints on this.
No. I'm not rolling that. I'm
No, I
just
can-
gonna try
I
to muddle
can
through
roll
it with
that.
my brain.
I can roll that.
Wits
Nice.
investigation. Like I get to fucking fly.
Where's my fucking... Hang on,
I'll take
I
the
don't
one.
read book.
So, for Miss Clarissa, you're quite familiar with child abducting tactics.
Yeah, maybe we should consult a child abduction expert.
Fuck off!
So,
Why you gotta do me like that?
the riddle itself is rather blunt. Your job is to find the child. It doesn't seem like you necessarily have to kill it, just retrieve some of its blood. After you have it, then, well, the realm will probably give way.
Cool. Why you gotta do me like that?
Define
As-
blood. Define blood.
As for Crystal and, excuse me,
Freda.
and Frida, yes. You understand what was mentioned, Clarissa, except for the, child abduction. However, from what you can glean, there is a little bit of reading between the lines that can be done here. There might be a way to simply take the child and lead the woman out of her forest, out of her realm. You might not even have to spill the child's blood at all, as it is she chases her child.
Well, how do we get out of her realm if she controls it? Because we had to make a deal with her last time to get out of her realm.
But if you
But
have
we
the
have
child,
leverage.
you'd be able to
The
use
chi-
it to get out.
The child's the
So
key.
Maybe the realm follows the child. Or something?
Well, no. If you find the child, you're free.
Yeah.
If you
Define
have the
the
child,
child.
you can escape.
Define child.
The
That which
child
you
in
hold
her
in her
aunt. Yeah.
Riddles are a bitch. They're a metaphor to shit in there. This is out of character.
I just remember, like, one time in one of my poetry classes, I had this teacher who was obsessed with, like, every word in a poem. And this
That's
motherfucker
every-
obsessed over the word the in the middle of a random poem
Oh
for,
god.
like, a whole year. And then at the end, one of the students came up to him and said, "That's a typo."
Nice.
Oh.
Sun.
In the sun.
What does it matter? The author is dead anyway.
Yay!
Alright, well, so we take the child and we run? And that's gonna be harder than it seems.
You take the moon and take the moon.
The moon was never there to begin with. You can't.
That was outside of character. You know damn well that was outside of character.
The moon landing is fake. No, I'm joking.
Oh my fuck.
But either way, I mean, I'd say your best bet is to probably try and find really, really long sticks and put a shiny, sharp point at the end of it. Because, you know, range is king in combat.
Yeah, what I want to do for my gun.
Okay, I'm back. I had to get a pen.
Alright, so where are we gonna find sharp pointy sticks? Looks around. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, let's start making some pointy sticks just to have, because, yeah. God damn it, I fucking was walking off to the side doing a lot of that to get a pen.
Which, mind you, but you, can I see that, what you call a knife?
I'll be
An idea
right
for it.
back.
Oh. Sure.
I'll be right
I
back.
will hand the Cessna knife over.
Yeah. Jankiest knife of the Jinx.
Where's my fucking pen? I want to do this shit.
A scrap knife.
Somewhere out there.
Knife wrench.
Beneath the pale moonlight. I love 5 Ghost West. So, are we considered a nomadic tribe at this point? I mean, there's a few of us.
I mean, we stay right here.
At the moment, no, not really, but
What can we? Is there a license for these things?
I would recommend against any kind of tribe mentality.
we'll get if we. Well, we're here right now because we haven't found any place better.
I'm as close to Mom's work.
Yeah, but it's not too great in terms of
Mom.
Yeah. What
resources.
the hell are you talking about when you say mom?
It's a joke, Norma.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I get it.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, let's move on from that. I mean,
It's early morning. I understand.
most of these big trees aren't really great for building. I might be able to make a dugout canoe out of one of them.
I mean, if there's nothing by the mountains, maybe we could end up like using that for some shelter at some point when it gets real.
Oh, if we ever get down there.
I mean, we'll only have wind coming from one direction, so all of it.
Oh no! No, you'll have wind coming down the mountain.
Hmm.
Coming down a mountain.
That seems like it'd be worse. Polar
But-
air coming down.
If I can get a canoe made, as long as the river's not frozen over, you go up and down that during the summer, early spring.
You mean what we're in right now,
Yep.
where the river is frozen?
Not always frozen. We found spots that aren't.
Distinctly that she fell
Enough-
through.
Enough to navigate with a canoe?
Bash ice?
Would you prefer the walk?
It seems more practical than trying to push a canoe through ice.
Depends on the weather. Rivers can be thin and tends to not freeze at all at some time of the month. It's gonna get lucky.
Getting lucky isn't exactly our track record here.
Hmm.
And also, woe to be anyone who actually believes in luck.
Phaedrus just sort of chuckles at that.
You got something to say?
Yeah.
Well,
So,
I don't feel like saying it.
yeah.
Just let people believe whatever they want to believe.
Ugh.
So, where do we find? Oh, how do we start at getting pointy sticks that are sharp enough to stab someone?
Well, first I'm
Stab
gonna
a baby.
make a proper hand for this knife, I guess, so you don't hit yourself. Better than nothing.
could we not refer to it as a baby? I don't think it's actually a baby.
How do you
Okay,
know? What if
what
it
should
is
we
a
refer
baby?
to it as?
Target?
There is the slightest hint of a smirk as she just like looks at Clarissa and says, "We'll just call it a beetle."
Clarissa still takes a moment, smiles, nods.
Frida kind of like Frida signs bug because she knows what that is. Sign.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it just goes beetle in a box. Like, signs it.
If it looks like a baby, maybe we just call it baby.
Beetle baby. Baby beetle?
Baby beetle.
Roly poly.
Baby buggy. Baby buggy?
A rugrat.
How about Target?
One of these days, you're gonna have to explain yourself, Clarissa.
I mean, no, I just said target. That was me.
Alright, so
Frida and Clarissa have both the same ideas. Let's go.
Alright, so y'all want to find suitable sticks that can be made sharp and pointy, yes?
Yes.
and Mustang's wanting to
Wants to convert the Cessna knife into the Cessna spear.
well, actually, no, that's actually a good idea.
Yeah, no,
Actually,
it's like small, so.
I need to look up what. Hold on.
We need some rope though for that, which we have
We have some rope.
a little bit of it. Did we actually end up making rope last session?
I thought you did.
I
Yeah.
think so.
I don't think we were ever told how much we ended up making.
Yeah.
Cessna aircraft is made out of aluminum.
Yeah. It needs to be light.
Okay. I just needed to check and see if it wasn't like true.
It's not
Russian,
iron.
True Russian cast iron.
The whole wrought iron Cessna. It will not take off the ground, but it will try.
It's just a
great
tank.
thing.
We put wings on it.
Yes.
So you could close hang people as you find.
Keep it in Russia.
You just run someone over with the props.
Yep. Alright, yeah, so yeah, we would. But yeah, first we need the
Okay.
sticks.
So that will be A. Canada. Anyway.
Well, technically we're in Alaska, which is kind of technically supposed to be part of Canada.
Basically
Neighbors.
Canada.
Okay.
With
Anyways.
survival.
With survival.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's foraging.
Alright,
Yes, foraging works.
2d10.
6, 7.
What are we rolling?
Nope.
With
Can I-
survival to find good stick.
Can I use ecology to like know
Oh,
what
wait,
like
no.
would be a sturdy
It's
sturdy
just
kind of
1d10.
branch?
It doesn't
Uh,
work.
Like what trees to look for or pick or pull from?
Yes. So you will get less yield than a foraging.
Oh.
Just because you're narrowing your search versus somebody who's like going for broad.
Okay.
So if
so
I don't
they
have any-
still use survival or science.
If you don't have what, sorry?
No, do Frida first. Do Fuzz first.
Do I still use survival or science?
It'd still be survival.
Dang it,
Survival
hello.
science.
If I don't have survival, is it a -1 or a negative what?
Negative
It's
1.
a
Negative
-1.
Okay, cool.
Two
oddly
skips.
enough. Okay.
Yeah, don't worry, I got the same result.
Was that a luck die or
No, I
one
mean,
die?
it's a -1 because my wits is 2.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm just saying, I just accidentally rolled 2. Not that it mattered because I
Both,
got nothing.
both Crystal and Clarissa knock each other's heads.
So Crystal and Clarissa, the wiles of that mystical riddle given by the disguised dragon is giving you guys a run for your money in these wee hours of the morning.
We're just standing at the edge of the forest, just looking out into the trees. You hear the wind whooshes past us. Yeah, we got nothing.
It's wet and cold. As for Mustang foraging, you managed to find a good sturdy 4 basically saplings. They're about 4 feet in height, and you managed to sort of shear off all of the branches from the exterior. Because they were still living as you picked it up, it's both flexible and very sturdy.
Nice.
They're of varying different types of trees. In difference to our Miss Frida, who manages to find one very, very nice green wood sapling, through which you very promptly rip it up from the ground. It stands about 4 feet tall, and you could probably whip someone with it, it's so flexible.
Wait, so I just found a fucking whip?
Green sapling. Green wood sapling. Blah. That is very flexible, very tough.
Wait, where's the useful for?
Okay, so we got 5 of them.
So that is 5 proper sticks that are both long and flexible.
Hey, one for everybody.
We all have weapons. Bye.
What?
Don't ask.
Yeah. Just don't worry about it.
As you each bring the spear shafts back to the small encampment, Phaedrus will return a very quick.
Frida bows.
Is he jerking?
Oh my god!
Not unmuted.
And he just sort of like settles back in behind, with his back towards one of the logs at the fire, sort of waiting to see what each of you will do with your newfound materials.
Wait. Quick question, like, what's the, what would the, green sapling be useful for? I was thinking, like, more like... What?
Usually, spears and the like have to have pretty flexible bodies, simply because if they're not flexible, then they'll simply snap when you stab something.
Yep.
Okay. In that case, yeah, that goes to Mustang to do with what he will.
Yep.
Also, spears flux a lot in the air when you throw them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It actually
Look at
helps
that.
correct their path. Same with
At that point,
arrows.
that's a javelin.
Sweet.
That's anything works, really, but... first and foremost, you're gonna make the sharp knife aluminum spear, right?
Yep.
Dexcrafts. All of
Yes.
these weapons will count as improv weapons in your guys' hands.
Oh no. Even more
Okay.
negatives.
Can Clarissa help?
Yes, you can.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. You're rigging this shit together.
Crystal will help by holding a piece of rock to a stick and just thinking what do.
X. So,
I'm not rolling.
and again, 7 dice.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to curse this roll with my fucking hell.
Only because
Why?
Well,
What?
So, Clarissa might not have the capability when it comes to crafting survival tools, but she's very good at crafting weapons for some odd reason.
Looks at Clarissa. not like, you know, like, the pointed look, just kind of like, huh.
With some of Mustang's help, the pair managed to put together a very comprehensive spear. one that, well, you'd expect to see some primal tribe to huck at a helicopter that's flying by. But it'd work.
Clarissa's just standing there proud, like, ah!
Does the really like the good spear stick help at all for this?
So let me go ahead and give you guys the stats on this one in particular before you get into, like, I'm guessing you guys are just going to sharpen the ends of the other woods.
Or sharpen a stone onto it, I guess. I don't know.
For the... Let me write this down for you guys. So, it says... That'll work. It has a...
Oh wait, I wonder, would spear throwing be athletics?
Yes.
Oh boy. Guess who's got a good roll for that?
I got a -1 to my dex, so it'll be a 4 dice roll.
No, it'd be like strength athletics, right?
No, it would be
Like,
dex
throw it.
athletics. Strength is added in for distance, so it's dex plus strength plus athletics is the distance you can throw. So 15 feet at max,
Yeah.
unless you have a
Cool.
merit or something that helps you throw.
Nah.
15 feet at max.
Yeah. Unless, yeah. Basically,
she-
it's strength plus dex plus athletics is how far you
it's
can
not-
throw.
It's not determining how far you can throw, but how far you can throw effectively and hurt someone.
Yeah.
Beyond that, fudge. Beyond
And
that
then-
distance, you start taking penalties.
Yeah, and then dex and athletics to actually throw is your accuracy.
Okay, so then, yeah, no, after they get that made, Mustang is just going to take his handy-dandy axe, just kind of just sharpen a bunch of sticks.
Alright. Go ahead and roll Dex Crafts.
Yay. What's crap? Okay, so...
And these will be medieval.
Ooh, Dex
kings.
Craft. Yeah. 5. Oh. 7. 2.
Two. So let me type out the stats for the pikes that you guys have made.
A bit better.
Okay, 1.
I guess Clarissa can still
Please,
so.
please don't call them pikes. That's like the least accurate thing.
I know. They're pokey sticks. Let's just call them.
Yeah,
that.
no, they are definitely just Pokestat.
I know Frida's a lot better with these, but it's just like Clarissa's like, I'm gonna stay.
Yeah,
They're just both like blunt.
Eventually she will give it to Frida though, because there's other sticks.
I should mention both of these weapons. They have a reach of. Give me a moment.
No, I think like Frida wouldn't mind like Clarissa having it because Clarissa seems the most down for murder.
They have a reach of 2 yards.
Nice.
Just get something set up. Yes. So, in terms of when we get down to having tiles and stuff, that essentially means that you guys are going to be able to, well, essentially you're going to be able to attack 1 square away from you.
Nice.
Yep. Cool. So, okay, so, yeah, so who wants the actual weapon?
All right.
The rest will get sticks.
Clarissa's really happy with her new spear weapon.
I mean, hold stick. So, do I just stab?
Phaedrus will just sort of speak up at that, and he says, with a spear weapon, you your main objective is to try and keep somebody at a distance from you. And remember the sort of cheerleader rule. Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
Alright.
I was never much of a preppy.
He shrugs. Well, I mean, some of their sayings in combat actually work out.
Yep.
The only thing I can remember about cheerleaders is they had a really hard time just saying our school's name in letters.
I mean, what do you expect?
What's a cheerleader?
What?
Oh.
Clarissa, where did you grow up?
Clarissa,
At
did you
home.
ever go to school?
Were you homeschooled?
Yeah.
Were
Alright.
you locked up in your room with no television?
I was gonna ask if you were Harry Potter, but I don't know.
Cheerleaders are
Read that.
unsuch social hierarchies that are made to be the alpha in the tribe of school
Wait,
while
what?
being retarded.
Okay, I kind of understand
That
about your high
Wasn't
school
even an
experience
accurate
now,
assessment
Crystal,
of what cheerleaders are.
but it gives a bit of insight to Crystal's high school career.
That only happens in movies.
I know
What?
a lot. Oh, some cheerleaders
Wait,
are
no,
pretty
hold
fine.
on. Your whole
Like,
thing is.
I mean, some are dicks, but that's just with every sport.
Can we refocus back here?
Right.
Oh gosh.
I'm not gonna take one. Would basically be
Better
only a
one than
detriment.
nothing. I mean, we have enough. It's better to have one than not have one.
And if anything, it's a walking stick.
There you go. Or, you know, reach out and hit something because you got short arms because you're small.
Could probably
Yeah.
Keep coming back to that particular well.
Yeah, it's a little. It's just noticeable.
She looks up at her.
Grins.
Note to self, Frida is savage.
What? I'm just saying what I say.
God.
I'm making jokes.
I would recommend against insulting your doctor.
I'm making jokes. I don't know what your sense of humor is. I'm working on it.
Hmm.
One day, you'll have to take a joke to you.
So who's taken the
Would it make you feel better if I
actual-
did the same with everyone else?
This whole situation is a joke. Can we move on?
Noted.
Oof.
Yes. So who's taking the actual spear?
I think Clarissa's taking the Sesmosphere.
Yes.
Oh.
It's mine now. Well, not out of character, but in character, she's like,
Stick.
Frida's still gonna hand one of the other improv spears to GU.
Yay.
And we have one left, I think.
I thought we'd got a total of 5 Pokey Sticks.
Well,
Yeah,
we have 4 pokey sticks, 1 spear.
Yeah, exactly. So that should be everybody.
Everybody has a pokey stick except Clarissa. She has a spur.
I got them all on that one work in progress thing that I never finished.
Yep.
But Phaedrus just sort of stands up slowly. He says, "Well, you're going to have to make it to the lake, and well, it would be rather inefficient to simply travel by foot. For a one-time thing, I could simply transport you there. Wouldn't take too long. Crystal's
One-time
already
thing?
done so.
Okay.
Stay there and back for the fight, and well, after that, you're on your own."
Can you repeat that real quick?
He's saying that he will bring you guys to the lake much more quickly than on foot. Crystal's done it before. It'll be there and back, one-time thing.
not?
Question. Pat.
Yes.
How are we doing attack rolls, are we adding the weapons dice to the roll, or is it added on top after the roll?
It adds on after.
Okay, so yeah, GMC rules, gotcha.
Yeah.
Wow.
The
This,
Cessna spear is the Cessna knife
yeah,
spear.
it's 5 more pounds. It's 5 pounds and it has 2 lethal.
And 2 durability, and it's aerodynamic.
Same,
It's
yeah.
too late for me, Tony.
Arrow.
It flexes in the air. To correct
Airflex, buy him now. So it's size what? 4, 3, 2,
Pretty much size 4, yeah.
4. Jesus.
Good luck hiding it.
Don't worry,
Better
I
get a
could just
real
say I'm
trench
happy
coat.
to see them.
I don't think they'll buy it for a number of reasons.
Okay. Well,
I think we're as good as we're gonna get. Maybe some ham warmers, but I doubt we'll come across that anytime soon.
nope. I would very much enjoy a gun, but that ain't happening anytime soon.
That's the best it's gonna get.
Vader sort of crosses his arms and he says, "Who wants to go on a wonderful trip?"
On our favorite rocket? No.
Just walks over to Phaedrus, puts hand on arm.
Clarissa will come and mimic and just cling to her. Yes.
We don't have to touch you, right?
You don't have to.
Oh,
Good.
eh.
You just kind of like gets in line behind him.
Let's rectify this mistake.
Oh boy.
Clarissa will continue to hold on.
Hold on a sec. I'm getting thing really quick.
Just fine.
My doodles are all over the place, but
Oh,
She is cute. I love her.
local dumbass coming through with a stick.
da 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 da
Time
da
for
da.
Mordor.
Time for Doramore.
We're gonna teleport and then we're all gonna throw up because what the fuck was that?
It's the final countdown.
Na, na, na.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Also, just realized that Clarissa does technically look like someone who's been sheltered her life.
She does. That's why I love every once in a while she says to me, it's just like, okay, Miss Blouse and skirt and hat with a bow. Little Miss Blouse and skirt and hat with a bow over here, just down for murder.
Let's kill a child.
She never said out loud she was ready to kill a child. It was more just like target. So
Yeah, we're here to kill a beetle. Come on.
I mean, to be fair, Frida did also say target first, so you can't pin that on her.
yeah, exactly.
Alright. Well,
No one said she was ready for murdering a kid. Hold on.
She also did like, I want the deadliest spear.
And that's just because she's good with them. Let her live.
Little Miss Blouse and skirt and hat with a bow is good with spears. 20-year-old hat. Blouse.
Let her live their best life, okay?
I didn't say she wasn't.
oh my.
So as we're going on, I'm trying to figure out like what Frida's nickname to everyone is, and I think that's what that one is hers.
That's a long ass nickname.
Yeah. It's not the one she's saying out loud, but it's the one she's thinking in her head.
Alright, well.
I'm gonna add that to the sheet.
I'm
Is
adding that to the
everybody-
arson chart.
Is everybody following along, Phaedrus?
Yes.
Yes.
So-
See?
Frida's gonna watch and try to figure out how this works.
the men
For yes.
The man begins walking forward, pressing on into the woods, not necessarily taking a path that is the most direct, or at least what you would assume. In fact, he seems to be pushing on straight into the underbrush, simply ignoring its existence, trudging through it as if it's not actually there. For those of you who are following behind him, you might experience a very similar thing. It's as if every single step you make, the resistance you would normally expect from latent vines and underbrush seems to just simply slip past you. There's not much friction as you walk. And eventually, it seems like the very forests begin to sort of build a tunnel around you. The light of the sky slowly begins to vanish, and you find yourselves stepping in through a dim forest tunnelway outwards. A bright light opens up from the furthest distance, bringing with it the hope of a future destination, though every step doesn't seem to bring you any particular closer to it. The travel time takes about 30 minutes of just flat walking, the sounds of brush crinkling and crackling underfoot, along with the occasional noise generated from a random animal or the like. Eventually, you reach this white light at the end of the tunnel. Find yourself staring at a massive icy lake. The centermost point, standing a huge manor.
Huh. This place looks nicer during the daylight.
Jesus H.
All the vampires are collectively Harry Potter, is what I'm saying.
This looks nothing like Hogwarts.
We're gonna meet some nerd ass vampire.
No, I think that is straight up Hogwarts though.
It's like
Is it
screaming,
really?
Harry!
No, that is not
It's
Hogwarts.
definitely
I
not.
don't
Hogwarts.
remember
it just
Hogwarts
looks like
being,
it.
like,
It does not.
like
Okay.
You're a vampire, Harry.
Don't worry.
It's
I know what
supposed to be
Hogwarts looks like.
Victorian.
This is not
Oh my
Hogwarts.
No. There has to be a
Victorian
vampire named Harold.
Get the fuck out
Harold
of
the
here.
Scar.
As each of you step out into the light, you find yourselves at the bank of a very large lake. Its centermost point being a rather large uprooted island in which a single stone castle-like manor seems to be etched out of its surface. There is a dock with a large Norse ship moored at its bay, and in addition to that, you can already see several paddle bolts being driven in your direction. All of the people upon these boats are wearing what you would expect of a Norse combatant. Furs and leather, studded leather, their bodies strapped with axes and heavy hammers and the like. Some with shields, all of them with beards, even some of the women
With beards?
with beards.
Huh.
Wow, this is a lot more epic than I thought it was. Fuck.
Yeah,
I don't even hear music.
It's epic.
it's epic.
Oh, wait, is this stream getting music then?
Okay, now this is epic.
Hold up, let
Get
me
out.
No.
refresh.
As one of the boats arrives,
There we
two
go.
men
Now it's
hop off. One of the men is wearing sort of heavier chainmail that wraps around the leathers and fur which encapsulates his form. On his back is a heavy circular shield reinforced with iron, as well as at his hip lies a single one-handed axe, carved in a very Norse fashion. The other wields what appears to be a large halberd, the actual halberd's head consisting of merely the axe portion and the spear. There doesn't seem to be a counterweight of any kind. Both of these men are very muscular, very strong looking. Both of them have a myriad of scars reaching across their bodies, and both of them have very pale white skin. As the boat reaches your position, they both sort of disembark, each looking amongst the group, and both carrying eager smiles. The one with the shield kind of gives a quick warrior salute, for he says,
Tiny wave.
"Are you ready to hunt our prey?"
Clarissa nods.
As ready as we'll ever be, I guess.
Well, this will be an interesting story then. If you get back, I should tell you about that time I ran into a bear in a cave.
I think this is a lot worse than a bear in a cave.
You haven't ran into a bear in a cave.
Was the bear in a cave able to wield ice magic?
A bear in a cave doesn't need ice magic.
I run into flooded caves, not bears.
The men just sort of chuckle a bit back and forth with one another before they look on towards the forestry you just come from, and then towards Phaedrus, and then towards Crystal. One of them, the man with the halberd in particular, steps over to Crystal. He says, "So, you actually came. That's promising."
Yeah, it actually had better reception than I thought. Honestly, I thought everybody would be totally against the idea.
Against the idea of murder.
Well,
I don't like the idea of murder either, but...
I think most of us agreed.
I'm down for good ties with neighbors, especially when they have houses like that.
Exactly, Mustang says as he just throws like shade right at you.
So, names, I guess? Introductions, we wanna do that?
The
Hi.
one with the shield gives a slight chuckle and he says, "My name's Sarvak." He extends a hand.
Frida Friday. Shakes back. What was
The
the name?
other
I'm
one-
trying to type it out.
Sarvak, hold on. There.
Oh, there we go, thank you.
Sarvaak.
Zerva-ak.
The second
other
A is
one-
silent. Calm down.
The other one extends a hand and says, "My name is Arvid."
She shakes his hand too. Figure she doesn't need to repeat her name. She's already said it.
We're brothers. And, well, we're not exactly the most well-known yet. At which point, the one with the shield announces loudly, "They'll sing songs of our conquest."
Cute.
Would they really? Do they... Can I learn?
You can call me Mustang.
Frida grins. She likes their just hype.
Oh, this is such like Renaissance fair. This is awesome.
Clarissa will curtsy and just say,
GU does not greet them.
of course she doesn't.
Crystal just gives a wave previously. It's just not. It hasn't been said, but she did because it's just like
Okay.
you know she's seen their faces, but didn't actually know them. So it's just like, hey, wave.
The men sort of inspect each of the weapons that you have.
Yeah, they're kind of shoddy.
Made them this morning, you know, as you do when you
They were made with
live in a
intent to
tent.
kill.
The men sort of look between one another, but they both just let out a loud laugh.
I mean, you want to give us something a little better? I mean, we're not going to complain.
And they say, it's like, we'll not be the ones getting glory for the kill if they manage it.
I mean, hey, if you want to, like, you know, even out the playing field, so you might get the glory too, if you want to maybe give us some axes and such tomorrow, you know, that we'll give back after the fact, but, you know, the even playing field, so you can get all that glory you like.
Manipulation,
Okay.
persuasion.
Oh god, no, Christ. I'll do it, but she's actively being a shit, so. Let's luck die this bitch.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing.
You said manipulation and
Like-
persuasion?
Yeah, if you want to try and convince them to hand over a weapon.
That would be
Like,
3 dice. Because I have 0 in persuasion, 2 in manipulation, but I have striking looks if that's allowed.
That'll work, yeah.
Alright, so 3 dice. So 3 dice to say, well, it would definitely help our chances. Please? 1.
Yeah, well, 1, 2, or 3.
Well, Crystal, are you gonna kind of like be hyping up what Frida says, or like how are you going to be saying this to them?
No, I'll be with Frida on this one. Just be like, what she said, like, it would definitely help us also. I mean, success rate matters, right?
Also, you don't get to get beat by a couple of kids living in a tent with sticks.
Also, between
Yeah, I mean,
glory and
glory.
death, wouldn't glory be the more preferred route?
I mean, that's just goes without saying.
Yeah, Jesus.
The man with the halberd chuckles. He unstraps the halberd from his back and extends a hand expecting to receive a pike.
Oh shit, it worked. Okay.
Who wants that?
Mustang will take it.
Alright.
The mountain man with the halberd.
I was just expecting we all get hatchets, but
So,
Take what we can get.
So, sorry, not much of a warrior.
okay, let me give you the stats.
I'm actually better.
This
than the undead
music
warrior.
is so too epic.
Yeah, it's literally emanating from these people's beards.
inside their beers
now,
are
now we
loud
just got like the I guess you could pretty much call them the moose. This giant tall man with a halberd. It's like I can use this. Okay. That's my 20.
And it doesn't count as improvised, right? Because it's actually a weapon.
Ooh.
It's an actual weapon, but it is unbalanced. Which means a missed hit a missed hit will basically make sure you get a penalty on the next turn for your attack.
Yeah, because you got to pull back on it. Moving these stats over real quick.
The vampire who hands you the halberd then announces, I do expect this back after we succeed.
No problem. Roman, they probably want vampires.
Looks at the vampire buck.
Okay. So, the vampires look back and forth at each other and at the group as if kind of waiting for orders, whereas Phaedrus just sort of lets out a soft sigh and he says, perhaps we should start looking for a snowstorm.
Good start.
Yep. That should be good.
It shouldn't be too hard to find a snowstorm, right?
You would think.
Perception?
With the +1?
None.
Yeah.
Do we have to use it, or is it just for every single one?
Is
If
it
you
for?
said what?
Is it only for one perception roll, or is it for the whole day?
Oh, it's for the whole day.
Ah,
Also, is it a +1 dice, or is it just +1?
Plus one dice.
Okay. Well, I already have a thing, so I'm just gonna roll an extra. Oh god.
Wait, what are we rolling? Sorry, I was thinking about do as the Romans do.
Perception.
Perception.
That one extra dice gave me 2.
They're
Nice.
both in the back, just
I
like
get
rambling
it.
about this and like, oh, what we're looking at, what? No, she's still thinking about fucking Romans and corporate jargon.
The most-
Behold!
A man.
What do my special eyes see?
We got 3 successes. Let's go.
Okay.
3.
So
3, 3.
let's start off with Frida. The conversation at hand is quite engrossing, something very difficult for you to pry your attention away from, especially considering GU's current humors. As for Crystal,
Hello.
looking upon the horizon, you can obviously see the very large torrential overflow of icy winds that is the very far distance away everlasting snowstorm at the center of this exclusion zone. However, you do notice that some distance away, pushing into the forest, maybe about an hour's walk away, there is a gathering storm. By the time you make it there, probably would have started kicking up and going off. As for Clarissa, GU, and Mustang, you notice all of these things. Mustard.
Colonel Mustard.
You notice all of these things, however, you guys managed to sort of put together a path you might be able to take that would more than likely lead you on a bit quicker. Probably get there in about 30 minutes, just by guiding yourselves along the path in which the snowstorm would be taking.
Alright.
Phaedra's question, after we're done fighting, do we get another, trip back home?
Yep.
Okay, good.
He did say and back.
Just making sure. Also, out of character, if it becomes useful at any point, Frida still has that fucking 2 pounds of salt in her pocket. Pocket salt!
God.
Just throws salt in the
The
lady.
saltiest pocket ever.
Wait, actually, she's gonna split that up between the 5 of us. 6 of us? Phaedra's
Actually-
can Phaedra's hold it?
If it's gonna become at all relevant, GU is made of salt, so.
So every time you show up, she has to count you.
1. Alright, got it.
What?
GU's made of salt, so
Yeah!
the rule, like, every time GU shows up, the Fae person just has to point at her and go 1.
Does Phaedra want the salt?
Are you handing him salt?
She's also offering to, all 3 of their new friends.
The vampires sort of look at it, and then they look at their weapons, and then they just sort of shrug and shake their heads.
Noted. Then she'll split among the 6 of them.
Alright. I'll take some
And
salt.
Phaedrus won't take it, and he'll say, I appreciate the gesture, but I'll be taking more of a supportive role.
Alright.
Can we change jobs? Can we switch roles?
Then everyone now has 0.4 pounds of salt.
0.4 pounds of salt.
Can we switch
Whatever that
jobs? Question, Crystal. Can you fly?
Huh, good point.
Alright. Well, you know where we're heading. Might as well start heading out now.
Walkie, walkie. You guys ready?
No.
I was born ready.
Were you really?
We are quote-unquote ready.
Alright. So let me mark down time passing.
Only 30 minutes instead of an hour.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait a minute, because we all got it, that means each time we cut it in half, so goes down to 15, and then it goes down to
Screams.
7.5 minutes.
Anyway.
Oh, I thought that was we were talking about the splitting into salt like that. I'm like, oh god, no.
Everyone just assaults each other.
Pump salt.
It's assault.
Assault, yeah. That's what I was about to say.
Good one. I got the joke first.
So,
I don't care. You could have it.
as you guys push into the wilderness alongside your friendly neighborhood warrior vampires,
They should have brought rope.
you
Does
begin
anyone
to
have
see... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Like, did anyone like just keep some of the rope on them?
Not I.
How much rope do we have? I don't think that was ever answered.
Like, didn't we make some rope?
Yeah, we did. Reeds, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I figured if we're going into snowstorm, we ought to like all have a handle on that.
Why would you ever want to put a handle on rope?
A hand. On...
I'm joking. Pat, how much did we make?
Last session?
No, how many feet is one rope?
How many feet is one rope? I'd say you guys probably made a good 10 foot of rope from one rope.
Okay, so we can all just hang on to some of it, so us fucking mortals aren't gonna get lost immediately.
I think that's kind of the idea, though.
The mortal baby chain.
Get lost in the snowstorm and find snow nymphs.
Baby chain for mortals.
So,
The
first
mortal
and
coil.
foremost,
Yeah, yes, the mortal coil.
we
Sorry.
need to kick things off right away. As you guys are traveling through the forestry, pushing in through the icy chill that begins to coalesce within the air, you begin to feel...
I would like to start hiding now. Just for the record, I want to be a little ways away from the group.
You want to hide while attached to rope?
Dex stealth, then?
I didn't say that I was attached to the rope.
Oh.
Alright, well, if you get stuck and lost and we can't find you, that's on you.
This is moving through woods, yes?
Yes.
Ah. I
Don't
disappear,
die.
a ghost amid the combat, waiting to straight.
Oh my god.
Nope, don't see her.
I'm not hiding from you guys.
I know, it's just... Do I see her? Nope, don't see her.
Squints.
Well, we're just being silly now.
Flavor text rolls.
Do we see her? Barely.
Clarissa sees you, but she won't say a thing.
It would have been funny if Clarissa just walks up to you and is like, what are you doing?
So,
No, she probably just looks at you, nods, and like just like she was just nodding generally.
No, looks over at you, finger guns.
No, Clarissa doesn't think wanna be.
Gives away her position to everyone.
No.
Wait, so you
Yeah.
said she wasn't hiding from us?
No.
No, she's not.
Okay, so we can...
Hiding from the fucking snow nymph that we're about to approach.
Okay, but we can have an eye on her?
so let me go ahead and, continue.
Sorry.
So, as you push on through the icy forest, snowdrifts begin to gather in the air, twirling around like many tornadoes dancing upon the ground. An icy cold begins to overtake your forms, striking a numbness within your fingertips and your extremities. Take 1 point of exposure.
No.
Just one.
Shut the fuck up.
Don't say anything. You don't want to.
Just because you can handle it doesn't mean the rest of us can handle it, you piece of shit.
Anyone else cold?
We need gloves.
We need a lot of things.
I'd like my hands to just, still have a little dexterity. I need to be able to write.
So wait, how much? Wait, we're taking
One.
exposure. Sorry, one. Okay.
One
I was
whole
like,
exposure.
not three again, right?
No.
One whole exposure.
One whole exposure.
Eventually, you begin to see the world around you fade, as the white overtakes what reality stands out to you.
Hate it.
Instead, nothing more than twisting brambles and old forest begins to stand within your sight lines. And we begin.
Talk about on-point music swell that right just then.
You
Whoa.
find yourselves locked within a very heavily snowed-in forested area. All around you is solid, thick walls of tree trunks and brambles. To put things in perspective, the spikes on the end of these brambles make your spears look like child's play.
On a side note, it's supposed to be pitch black.
It is not.
Fogabore.
I don't even see my character.
Look at the middle top.
No, it's like there's
Nothing.
nothing there.
Oh,
Yeah, I zoomed out all the way and I don't see shit.
Yeah.
You forgot to set the tokens, I believe.
no, the tokens are proper. Just give me a moment. That's not it.
We need like Pokemon battle music in here.
Hold on a second.
No.
What's with you and Harry Potter today?
Look, we went to Hogwarts.
It wasn't Hogwarts!
It was Hogwarts in our hearts!
No, it wasn't Hogwarts, it was Stormstring.
Oh, you're fucking right. You're fucking right.
10 points for Gryffindor.
Here's my Digimon.
It's gonna be funny, we come back, hey Norm, killed a nymph.
Ah.
So after this, I want to see if my saying get some tools from the Viking.
Did I paint this with nail polish? What the fuck?
Oh, maybe you shouldn't have.
No, I'm just looking at this thing I had on my desk. Wait, are we waiting for something?
I'm waiting for.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
waiting for
I didn't know if I'm like
Good.
doing
I'm trying to figure out the lighting scenario right now.
But I
You
got like
guys
this. No, we're looking at the top middle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see anything. Yes, I got like the. Oh, there we. Hey!
I can see.
Hey!
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, this is a neat ass fucking dynamic lighting.
God.
I can see all the obstacles in my way.
And we
So-
turn back around and the fucking brambles are close behind us. It's like, ah!
Yep, the brambles have officially sealed up behind you. You've entered the nymph's realm. Give me a sec to make tokens for the chucklefucks that are your allies.
Okay, and Phaedrus, who is also a chucklefuck?
Phaedrus is currently not with you.
Oh, bitch.
What an asshole.
Yeah, well.
If we die, he has to explain to Norma why we're dead. So,
Oof.
And then she eats him.
yeah.
Maybe in a
If all of us
fanfic
die, then-
somewhere.
I just
Okay.
want you to know that I'm eating you not because GU is dead, but because everyone else died.
What the heck?
That's totally fair.
Okay, so casually just gonna do this for their tokens. So, blue and green, shield guy.
But you can draw like a little shield on.
Could. Won't.
Oh, wait.
Orky stick.
SP.
Oh my god, it's Superman and Powerful Man.
Power boy.
Killhead Power.
There is a strange and icy calm that overtakes your senses as you step into this strange clearing. Ahead of you, lies nothing but the white of the snowstorm. But you guys are free to move. Just make sure you move one thing at a time, or one square at a time.
So
Please take. Actually, let's do this initiative style. Everybody roll initiative.
cool. I don't have a gun, so my thing doesn't count.
What's my initiative?
I had a gun, this would count, but let's see, initiative. Initiative 7. Oh, 5 rounds.
1d10 plus your initiative mod.
1d10 plus your initiative, so that's 7.
And you go before me, I think.
Is it higher mod or higher roll that ties?
Higher mod.
1d10 plus initiative mod. 1d10 plus 7.
I don't have a gun.
Oh,
Good.
we're at an impasse.
I think we just do a roll off then.
Yeah,
Alright,
GU and Crystal roll
I
off.
got a 9 on the roll off. Yep, G goes first.
Ah,
Okay, 14.6. 14.5. Shuffle. Alright. So GU,
hi.
as you stray into this
Cookie
winter
on me, Michelle.
wonderland, you're the first one capable of assessing your situation.
Uh,
What shall
diagonal
you
doesn't
do?
count as extra movement, does it?
No, it doesn't. If you're trying to travel through an allied space, though, it will count as if you went through 2 squares.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So it's speed that tells you how far you can go, right?
Yes.
So,
Cool, I can go all the way out here.
you said 10 feet is the rope, yeah?
10 yard.
10
Yeah,
yards.
10 feet is 10 feet is the rope. Yes.
I just sneak ahead a little bit.
So we can only move from each other. Oh, Jesus. That's the
If
problem.
you don't want to let go of the rope, you can.
We might have to, unless, like, we all move at the same time.
And currently, Clarissa's the only one who knows that Chiyu just snuck away.
So, how I handle stealth. Line of sight will be the be-all, end-all when it comes to stealth. If you get seen in a creature's line of sight, it will notice you regardless of your stealth roll. However, when you're out of line of sight, your stealth roll dictates your general quietness as you're moving along. However, that also means if they detect you, it just means they're probably going to make their way over toward you to check out what that noise was, rather than immediately be like, I found him! Or her.
Yeah. Also, I have no idea like what is around here to even break line of sight, or is it just purely based off of what's on the map?
It's based entirely off of like the line on the map. Once again, I apologize for having shitty drawings. Line of sight, you'll see the distance of visibility you guys have is the same for the monsters. However, theirs is based in a cone. And if you stray into an area where you might catch something, or if you want to roll perception, I can give you more information.
Yeah, I would definitely like to roll perception at this time. Just listen out for shit that's going on.
Yeah, go for it.
Haha!
Okay. So, GU, as you're pressing along through the snow drifts, edging through the rather strange natural carving through the forest, You begin to hear what sounds like the faint shuffling noise of somebody drudging through the snow up ahead. There's the occasional crunch and rip, similar to the sound of a tent being broken in or damaged, whilst the canvas that surrounds it is slowly torn asunder. It sounds like it is coming from this direction.
Okay. Do I have enough ability to move to just like draw an arrow in the snow in this direction?
Yes, you may.
Okay. Just gonna. Oh. They have no idea that would be me, but there's now an arrow in the snow for you guys.
Just sign it
boy.
like J or whatever.
Well, if you're in line of sight, they'd be able to see you. It's just, you'd be very quiet.
I thought it was
Okay.
a snowstorm.
If you guys cannot see her token anymore through the darkness, then
Ah, okay. Yeah, I can see her through the dim.
yeah.
Side
So
note.
you'd be able to see her very faintly.
Side note, I just realized something.
Mm.
This is the length of the rope right here.
Yeah, no, Mustang let go of that rope.
Yeah, so
I
we're
think
technically.
most of us let go of the rope at this point and just put it away.
Oh my god, y'all made tokens.
Wait, I gotta fix one of them.
So, GU, is that the conclusion of your action?
I mean, I don't think I can do anything else.
There we go.
Crystal, you're up next.
Alright,
As an icy forest surrounds you and snow pours in from the heavens above.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try. Roll a stealth check only because I don't want to be seen. I don't want to die. No, I'm joking. Oh, who doesn't? Just whatever. So dex stealth. Let me spend a willpower. That's 7. 7d10. Nope.
Wow.
Crystal,
God damn.
you're not exactly the most apt when it comes to moving with agility through the snow. Your
I
footsteps
think
are
it's more
or
that she's
less-
just not good at being quiet.
She's a social character.
Your footsteps are more or less loud crunching clacks as you trudge through the snow.
Everyone winces with every footstep.
I'm just gonna stand here and just kind of look around. Crunch, crunch, crunch,
Win.
crunch.
Wince.
Perception. Oh wait, +1. That's right. 1d10. It mattered.
Perception from perception from the cheesy goodness.
All right. 2 perception to look around.
All right. With 2
that's to you.
successes.
Yeah. I mean, I
As
can move
you-
further. It's just this is far enough I want to go.
As you peer into the snowdrifts beyond, towards this direction,
Mhm.
you very faintly pick up the sound of a woman singing. It's that of a low hum, and it falls along with the ever gently drifting snow that circles you. Faintly on this side, you can hear just barely the noise of movement, though nothing else.
Which side?
This side.
I don't
Wait, GU's going.
don't see it.
Uh,
Oh, okay. Yeah, towards you. Gotcha. I'll just point in this direction. I'll point at GU, and I'll point in this direction. And that's my turn. Over here.
Frida.
Alright. So, our speed is how many tiles we can move?
Yes.
What's my speed? Speed is 10. Okay. Does that count for does this and this count as the same amount of tiles, like diagonals and stuff?
Diagonals do not add additional movement.
Yeah, they're the
Fuck
same.
yes.
Not in WAD.
Okay, good. Because otherwise it's going to take me fucking 3 years for every goddamn turn. Because I always do that. Anyway, I'm gonna roll some fucking stealth up in this bitch. Dex stealth.
Sneaky beaky.
This is worth a willpower.
That's what I thought. And I rolled nothing.
Well, lucky for me, I actually put a point in stealth. Thank fuck I put a point in stealth.
Instead of a is a
Continues to wins every time.
So, Frida,
One.
you're nowhere near as loud as Coral Crystal, but you are making a very definite impact. There's zero effort in hiding your tracks, you're simply just slowly inching forwards.
Actually, Freya's gonna have a look around this way, since there's 2 of us going that way. She's gonna go to about here and just keep an eye out in this direction, since we already know that there's shit over here.
Spooky, scary stuff.
And she's hiding. Let me roll that sweet, sweet perception.
dun, 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 dun. Hey, it's
Not
our
slash
friend
T.
too.
2 successes.
Never mind,
3
3.
Biscuits!
So, you are further away from that, so you are just gonna get more information on this side of things. Okay.
Yay.
So, once again, you hear nothing more than the sound of a woman's gentle hum, glazing the air as it passes by with the drifting winds. You can see up ahead of you, ever so faintly, is an outcropping of forestry. One that appears to be acting as a second barrier, sort of providing some cover for those who might be moving inwards. Every so often, you hear the sound of a grumble, a groan, as if somebody's unhappy.
You sound like in pain, or just like a meh, meh.
Like, meh, someone's unhappy.
Someone's bitching?
Yeah.
Does it sound like male or female, or
It sounds male.
does it sound familiar at all?
It does not.
Okay.
It is completely foreign.
Every once in a while, I'm probably gonna be rolling like something with the fucking specialty of, like predator specialty, in case we're being hunted. Maybe. Can you apply specialties to perception?
No.
Damn it.
It'd
That
be a
wouldn't
wits
that be-
investigation if you're trying to find out if you're being hunted.
Okay. Could I roll like I don't know, something on like the humming? See if it's like she's luring us in kind of thing.
You can do that next turn.
Okay, alright, 1 per turn.
Yeah.
Noted.
No worries. I apologize if it's kind of robotic, but you know.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm just over here thinking like, okay, what's the move economy in World's Darkness? I so very rarely use these things.
I get
Wrong
you.
button.
So after that, Mustang, it is your turn.
Hey, there's not even a point for me to attempt this though. Just gonna move up here. And let's see. So I can move and then like do perception or something like that, right?
Yeah, you can.
All right, we're gonna move up to here. And again. 7. 3.
3 successes. Hereby GU. As with what GU heard, you also hear the sound of what seems like crunching and breaking, like sticks being fractured and canvas being torn to pieces. It's slow and careful, as if somebody's breaking down a campsite some distance away.
Alright. Alright, sounds good.
Sounds good, fam.
I apologize too. I'll see if I can't make these environments look better in the future. I apologize.
It's all good.
I could make massives.
Oh, good in the hood. Oh.
Also, it looks good enough, especially with like the fucking dynamic
Oh, yeah.
riding. That's some good shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mustang, is there anything else you wanted to do?
I just kind of got that halberd at the ready.
Alrighty.
Got my axe on my belt.
Larissa,
Yeah.
you're up.
Alright. So I can move 10. 3, 4, 5. Going through allies is what?
2 moves.
2 points, yeah.
Is
So be-
6.
And speaking of free action, if speaking as a free action, Frida's gonna mention the grumbling.
Okay.
Okay.
So I guess like Clarissa and Crystal.
8,
Chris and Rissa.
9, 10. And
What do you
Okay.
perception plus the. I have another for that. So hold on, because of the thing.
That's a 5. That's a perception?
Yeah.
Alright.
Motherfucking Train Observer. It's some hashtag good shit.
It
It
is.
didn't even benefit from Train Observer. Oh no, it did once.
It did once.
Alright then.
Motherfucker.
So, Larissa. The grumbling and groaning that you can hear in the distance. It's the same sort of impatience you've heard before when dealing with, well, business folk involving one of your father's businesses. These people are very impatient. They expect results instantaneously. They usually want something very specific and pertinent, and when they don't get it, they become very annoyed and grumbly, and they usually just want to hear what they want to hear, and that will be the end of it.
Alright, where is it coming from?
It is coming from this direction.
Okay.
In addition to that, very, very faintly, as you peer up into the sky, you catch the glimpse of a very, very large black thing, creature of sorts, sailing through the air. It's only the occasional glance, a wing, a clawed hand, but that's about it.
Hey.
Hey,
Alright.
Macarena.
this guy.
Yeah. Clarissa will quickly write in the snow with her spear just an arrow and like just CL. As in she's going this way. Because she's gonna she can't move anymore, but she will be going this way.
Frida's gonna point that out to Crystal behind her. If she happens to be in the way.
I can't move anymore, right? So
Yep,
I
is
think
that your
that's
turn?
it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Vamp dudes.
Time for them to break stealth.
Wow. He left a bit of
You
a
can-
behind.
You can turn those into a group together so you can move it all at once.
Yeah, I did group it, but it sometimes just doesn't like to do it for me.
Yeah, I know. Trust me,
okay.
I understand.
The two vampires sort of look at each other before splitting up, both of which trudging through the snow, making no attempt to hide their footsteps. Each one sort of sets off with one of the individual groups that is splitting up and going to search for more clues. GU, it is your turn.
Mm-hmm. They seem like they got this. I'll stop and listen.
Alright. Roll perception. Okay, GU. You can definitely tell that the woman's singing voice has grown
Apparently,
much
I
more
really need
intense.
trained observer. Jesus.
You can tell that the woman's voice has become that much more intense. It seems to whip at your ears, along with the winds that seem to curl around your form. In addition, you can feel the air temperature taking a sudden and drastic decline every step you take forward.
Every step.
In addition to that, you can immediately detect quite a disgusting odor rising up through the air. Whereas the woman's voice is coming from this direction, the disgusting odor is coming from this one. It's pungent and phosphorus. It smells kind of like dead bodies.
Yay!
That's my turn.
Alrighty. Crystal, you are up.
Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. I'll go
Start
right.
screaming. Left, right, left, right.
Ding dong, ding dong.
You put one foot in front of the other.
I
Is
guess
everyone okay?
I'll go here, right in the middle, and then roll
Okay.
perception again.
Alrighty.
Oh my god. Why?
Every step forward seems stressful for you guys.
It is.
I don't know. I'm calm. I'm relaxed.
You meditated.
Collective. Yeah.
I'm here to roll 11 dice on a resolve composure check.
So, Crystal, with one success. The grumbling is a bit overtaken by the whipping winds which surround your body. You're able to keep hold of that particular sound, though the woman's voice has just grown that much more intense. Fortunately, beyond that, you can't quite get much of a read.
Yeah, I don't know. That's it.
Okay. Rita.
Alright. It was that thing that lets you move your pog and it has. It's like you hold shift when you move it, I think, or something. I don't know. There was something that like.
It lets you count spaces and
Yeah. What is it?
I don't remember what it is. I think it's
Okay.
shift. I know right
Is
click
it?
lets you. Hold on. No, it's right click.
Okay.
You grab your pog with left click and then right click.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
And then it will automate your movement. The thing about that with the dynamic lighting, though, is that it does let you kind of just move your pog wherever.
Oh.
So try to avoid that because that's technically cheating.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, she's going. I'm assuming the stealth carries over.
Yes it will.
Okay. 3 to
Will
2
until you
will.
are revealed.
Actually, wait. Yeah, she's gonna do that. Maybe about like here, so she can erase it when she's more. And she's gonna have a Lucky Lou around.
Just faintly beyond the wall of trees, you can hear the man's grumbling voice coming from this direction. From what you can guess, you can probably isolate it to somebody simply waiting there, grumbling, being generally unhappy. The
So it
trees,
feels like it's like right here-ish.
yeah, right over there-ish.
Okay, she's gonna gesture that to like Crystal so that Crystal can send it to Clarissa and all that, and also Giu if Giu is looking.
In addition to that, you also begin to, because you're so close, begin to hear words that are being spoken. They're rather upset, mostly just swears damning somebody else's name, which I will mention.
In
You
English?
catch... it is in English. You catch a single name. Give me a moment.
Goes digging.
My God, they're denouncing Donald Trump. Maybe they're not so bad after all.
Maybe this is the time. Maybe like since we're all from different universes, this is the timeline where that didn't happen.
So, you hear somebody just grumbling, making loud, angry noises, just like, literally hear, she lied to me, that bitch. I hate the Oriad.
Holy fuck!
Hate the what?
Oh, I misheard that. Never mind.
Okay, I think I know what you heard.
Do you
I'm
think,
not gonna say what I heard.
I see. Yes.
If anyone can see for you, she's gonna mouth what she heard. She'll like, well, she'll meld it to Giu, and then she'll like meld it over to Crystal if she can see, and make a point of like, you know, don't say it out loud. Mouth it.
Do I roll to figure out what she's saying? Is
What's the
it?
distance
Can I do
between you two?
empathy and like wits or something, or expression and wits? I don't know.
Oh, should I? Yeah, what should I roll?
Investigation and wits.
Oh my god. It'll be investigation and wits, yeah.
Alright.
If you roll badly, you might see I hate the Orient.
2. It's not bad.
That's
Yeah.
average.
Yeah.
You managed to get what she's throwing down.
And
Yeah.
I'll whisper to Frida since not Frida, Carissa, since Carissa is closer. Exactly what Frida said.
Frida
Give
had a
or
point to tell you like to meld it. Not say it out loud.
Oh, well, then I'll mouth it to Carissa and see how badly this could go
Alright.
in this
Alright.
shitty game of
We're
telephone.
playing telephone.
What do I roll? Hold on.
out loud.
Wits investigation.
Wits investigation. Okay. 1, 2.
And this is why we need to learn sign.
Exactly. 1.
Yeah, excuse me.
You're
Fucking
not
telephone.
You have to kind of struggle, but you do get the phrase "I hate Oriad."
Alrighty. Can I do
I hate
a?
dealing with Oriad. Excuse me.
Can I roll an occult?
Yes, Inticult.
Occult. No occult texts needed here.
No.
1, 2, 3. Okay. 1 success.
So, you remember hearing of a general name for snow nymphs. They are typically referred to as creatures from the mountains, and the name specifically being Oriad.
Alright.
Whoever this person is talking about is probably the snow nymph that's currently in this part of the fucking fuck.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what we can glean from like whatever this guy is saying.
Yeah. Alrighty.
The fuck.
Fuckity fuck.
The fuckity fucks.
Everybody knows shit's fucked.
In before I get wind banned on Twitch.
Oh.
What, for saying fuck?
Yeah.
You can't get
Oh,
banned
what?
for saying fuck. I have the 18 over advisory on.
Oh, okay.
We're good.
Okay, I was about to hecking say,
I said fuck so many times.
Ass.
yes.
Okay,
titties,
now you're just going
ass,
too
titties.
far.
Oh
Holding
my God.
hands consensually.
How
Oh my
dare
God.
you? That's obscene.
Obscene stream. Oh my
There are
God.
sites for this, and this is not one of those sites.
Frida, is that your turn?
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything else.
Cardians Frostbite, brought to you by Pornhub.
Wow.
Mustang, it's your turn.
Okay, well, are you guys ready for somebody to break stealth because he's not in stealth? It probably will never be in stealth because he doesn't do stealth.
And he's a mountain man. How are you
Why?
on?
And he's also carrying around a giant ass, murder machine that's the halberd, which really only the insane people use.
Or
How
medieval
hard?
people use.
Halberd isn't that bad. Hold on.
Yeah, no, literally, it's halberd's like no defense, all attack.
Yes.
Isn't it also like a reach weapon?
It's a reach weapon, but
I like how Mustang just zooms to our side.
yep.
New.
If talking is free action, Frida will also like. Well, I'll say she can write in snow what she heard, and point in that direction since Mustang's here now.
If I'm just gonna roll perception just for the heck of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
a 5. So you're very, very keyed in on what's going on in the environment right now. The icy cold, the frigid winds which just barely play at the silence of the area. You manage to sort of mute it all to listen in on what this person is grumbling about. It sounds like he's literally like walking in a circle. You know, that sort of circle that you walk into when you're pissed off, like you've just been told off by your parents or something.
Yep.
Just generally upset. The man keeps on repeating to himself over and over and over again that she made a bad deal with me and I have to deal with it now. Why did I agree with this? Why is this happening to me, sort of deal. Lots of swear words peppering those phrases, but this man is clearly upset. He also has a rather soft voice despite his rather harsh language. And he seems pretty... Based on how his footsteps are being laid out, they aren't exactly what you'd expect of a normal human walking back and forth. In fact, they sound almost like the person walking is digitigrade.
What?
Huh.
They walk on their toes like dogs and stuff.
Oh!
Oh,
Like a
actually,
werewolf.
important question.
That's fair.
I didn't think to ask, but like, what accents did we hear the words in?
It sounds like it is traditional, like, posh English.
Like England English or
Yes.
American English? Okay.
Does it sound like it has hooves?
It does not sound like it has hooves.
And so only Mustang knows that it's like Digitrade?
Yes.
Okay.
In addition to that, Mustang, if you were to look up into the skylines to peer beyond the white sheet of cloud layer above, you might occasionally catch a glimpse of a massive figure, a large shape, dancing amongst the clouds. Occasionally you see a glimpse of a black, scaly wing, or a wicked, talon-covered claw. But you never quite get to see the full picture.
This bitch.
Okay. Mustang's going to quietly relay that information to the people closest to him.
Nods. Wait, all of it or just the dragon bit?
Anything that he thinks you don't know.
Okay. She'll thumbs up.
Clarissa just nods.
And also like if he hasn't gotten the thing about like the name Orion, she's running out in the snow, and then we'll erase it once she's read it.
Is that your turn, Mustang?
That is my turn.
What did you just say? I couldn't quite understand.
Not speaking American.
That is my turn.
I said,
Clarissa, it is your turn.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh?
So, Clarissa, as you start
Oh.
walking around the small outcropping of trees, you see someone currently pacing in a circle on the opposite end of it. He immediately takes notice of you. However, his description is rather odd. The man is in more or less what can be described as butler's attire. Where would normally be feet is what appears to be several mechanical, almost steampunk applications in place of his legs. They're shaped similarly to birds' claws. In addition to that, you can see the man has a pair of goat horns upon his forehead. They curl around in a wide circle, though the moment he sees you, he immediately stops grumbling and being upset, and his eyes go wide in surprise.
Clarissa gives like a small wave. Takes another step.
He takes a step back.
Clarissa is just kind of like, she would usually sign at this point.
Cool.
Just kind of like, do you need help?
He just sort of slowly and carefully shakes his head.
Are you an enemy?
Once again, he slowly and carefully shakes his head.
She
And
just
yes,
nods.
Hear Clarissa speak out loud.
She nods, and she kind of goes like, okay, I won't hurt you. And just proceeds to continue across. How many was that? Shit.
So, to put things in perspective on how the legs look, quote-unquote, mechanically, they are constructed entirely out of wood and reed pipe.
I did it at like a weird angle, hold on. Because I did 1,
The
2,
tendons
3,
between the
4,
individual
5, 6. Okay, that's 6.
ligamentations- The tendons between the individual ligamentations are crafted of vine.
Is
She will quickly write it on the snow, like just leg good question mark. I just
What did you write?
robo leg good question mark. 1, 2, 3, 4. She'll make it so that she's never like trying to like actively getting close. She'll just be like, okay.
This guy will press up against the wall as hard as he can.
And she just mouths, sorry.
And unfortunately that I will
Yeah.
have to end session.
well,
Okay.
next time.
Next session.
next time on Dragon Ball Z.